relax, and enjoy another resin crafting with Chris Collected. Today, I'm going to make this little bowl. I made it last year, and I haven't really made another one since, and so I figured for this year, I make a new bowl. The bowl is from Let's Resin, and it has on the side, it's 11 ounces, and so I'm going to do 12 ounces, because there's always a little that stays in the cup. So it's 3 each part A and 3 each of part B. And now they're going to get spun up. As you can see here, it's getting a little bit warmer in my house. And so the resin actually wasn't as solid, like milky white, like it was the last 2 times. But it is still so thick that I did have to lift it up to be able to get it to move. As you can see, that's still, I didn't change the speed. It's just so thick that the motor cannot go through it. All right, let that drain and then put it into a device that's gonna hopefully take a lot of the bubbles out. This extra thick resin doesn't seem to work too well, but all right, I still do it anyways. All right, first up, I'm still trying to finish off this guy that I've been doing for about 3 weeks now. And I think I just about got it. There's a few little bits stuck in there, but I'm gonna have to cut that open to get it out. And then the other main color I'm gonna be using today is orange glow in the dark. Even though I'm always in a brightly lit studio, I just thought it'd be such a fun little color. And then some little glittery bits, some silver and some purple. And then this is white pearl powder. And I put a nice big chunk, so it's gonna make it really nice and white. And then a little bit of glitter in the other one, why not? I fixed this camera from last week, and so it worked this week. That's looking nice and orange. Now I'm going to do the other one. And as you can see here, it actually was so thick, even after a minute of stirring, the bottom still wasn't 100% done. So I had to really get in there. But look at that one, looking nice and milky white. All right, let's take a good look at it. And then I'm going to start pouring all this resin out. Look at that, nice and pretty. All right, resin pouring time with Chris Collected. First up, I wanted to make sure the bowl was done today. And the vibe I'm going for is, I'm ready for summer and at the same time spring and fall and winter. It's kind of all of it combined. And so I'm going to do 1 layer of orange, 1 layer of the white, 1 layer of orange, 1 layer of white. Just kind of a transition. The idea is just to push the color all the way out and then do the next color. Now this one is 11 ounces to fill. It's going to take a bit. So sit back and relax. Isn't that so cool? About halfway full, you can see that nice little like orange in it. That was the whole idea. Just kind of have like almost like a orange creamsicle. And then wait till the demolding, and you can guess, what do you think is going to be more dominant? Do you think the white's going to be more dominant? Do you think the orange is going to be more dominant? Because they're equal amounts. These are both the same amount, each 6. And you can see there, I pretty much used it all. As in, there will be a little bit in the thing still, but, you know, at the end of the day, you really want to try to top it up. All right. First one done, but I had a little bit left over. And so I went ahead and filled up 2 little tiny guys. One is a little heart, and the other one is from Mario. It's a 1-up. All right, I got all the extra out of that one. Now I'm going to do the other one. As you can see, the big bowl is set up nice, and over the next 24 hours will harden up. And I had just enough for these 2 little thin pieces, so that ended up working out perfect. I also did a bit of a flower, but that one's not going to get demolded now, so I just kind of cut that one from the video. All right, it was 24 hours for me. For you, it would just be a simple transition. Remember to trust in yourself, honor yourself and others, and create a world that's safe for everybody. Now, let me demold. First up is this little heart. And it absolutely just looks perfect. For just being a bunch of spare resin on the side, I love these kind of extra pieces like this. They sometimes end up just being my favorite pieces. Because, like, you know, I didn't really plan it or anything, but this ends up, I mean, that orange is so perfect. And then this one is, I'm gonna put some black in it so you can really see the little dark parts to it. But I'm telling you, it's gonna look so good in the end too. And this is the piece that I also poured. It's only about half full, so we'll see that in the future. Now for the big guy. If you put down in the comments below if you thought the orange was going to be more dominant than the white, or the white was going to be more dominant than the orange, just so you know, it actually is kind of neither. It was a bit of a trick. And I'll show you what I mean here in a second. This bowl was a little bit tricky though, because it's a nice tight fit. Of course, what I mean by that is the inside is more dominant in orange, and the outside seems to be more dominant in white. So it actually is both. You can see you have the nice striations on the outside there of all this white that's just like pouring down, but the inside is definitely very orange. It has all that glitter in it, 3 different types of glitter, and it's, I mean, just looks freaking amazing. So excited, and you'll see this in the background of future videos. Thank you all so much. My name is Chris Collected. Thanks for subscribing. My goal for this year is 750 subscribers. I'm only about 250 away, and it's still early in the year. So thank you all so much. I'll see you next time. Bye.